Hello and welcome to this video today where we are gonna do a M20 seal before Krakow. It's been a while since I did my video article and I'm extremely happy that you're here watching this, and let's hope that we can do some play some great magic and do some great wins. This article is sponsored by Mage Market, Ultimate Guard and MTG Mint Card. Check them out if you need anything, apparel, sleeves, anything magic related, or just cards, or a sweet software for some card scanning. Check them out and help us continue support our sponsors. That being said, let's try and do some sealed. Let's see, we're gonna go here, sealed core set M20. That's it. 10k, let's go. Limited. Okay, so we have the Wake Root Elemental. It's a pretty good card. It is a bit hungry on the mana cost on the ability, but it is pretty good. Leyline, it's not that good in sealed. Elemental. Creatures you control get +1/+0. Wow. Yeah, this is a crazy card. That's a nice card, but probably not that good in sealed. And this is a good card as well. So let's see if we can build something around the icon of Ancestry. When Agent of Treachery enters the battlefield, control. Wow, but it's 7 mana. That's a fun card. Okay, continue. I haven't really played that much sealed on the client, so okay, so it seems like they changed it, so you can see more cards. So let's see. I've been focused on playing a lot of Modern Horizon and Modern in general, and I'm gonna put up an article with the decks that I have played and a sideboard guide before Barcelona. So you should definitely check that one out. So this is one of my first looks on M20. I've drafted 2 times on MTGO. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, so this is not a good card in 17 lanes. This is not necessarily a good card in sealed, because sealed's a little bit slower than what we see in draft. But let's put it down here because it's definitely a playable card if we play an aggressive strategy. Soulmender, decent 1-drop. This is just a bear that has protection from black, so it can be insane or it can be medium minus. Destroy target artifact or disenchant. Yeah, we're not gonna play that. And pacifism. Oh, is it pacifism? Yeah. That's nice. Jesper Rising, fellow Danish citizen. We only have one of these, so it's not good. So we definitely do not have. If this is, yeah, this is with the rares. So the white cards are really not that good, unfortunately. We have 3 removal spells, which is pretty nice, but the creatures are not really that good. They're medium at best. So it's pretty much these 3 cards that's worth playing in the white. Let's go to blue. Yep. Looter is always nice, even though it's an enchantment. Anticipate. A fairy. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna craft. Enter the battlefield, draw a card. That's a nice card. Is it common? It is? Wow. So it looks like the blue cards are a bit better, but the problem is there's only 1 removal spell. So the creatures, I think, like, this one draws a card. This one is a decent 2-drop. Scry 2, a 3/3, and draw 2s. So, and control magic. So these cards, this is also a removal, but it's just a bit expensive. So I think the blue cards on average are way better than the white cards, but it's only one removal and one, like, bomb. So the blue is a bit better, I think. Let's go to the black. A good 2-drop. Destroy target creature or planeswalker that's green or white. Okay, that's a nice card. And this is a decent 2-drop as well. And this one is pretty massive if you get to attack with it a couple times. Oh, what was that card? Let's see. What do we have here? Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Whenever you gain life. Oh, that's a nice. That's a good card for 3 mana. It's like Vampire Nighthawk. 3 mana, 2/3 flying, just without the death touch and the lifelink. But then it gets the counters. That's pretty neat. So it's kind of nowhere near Vampire Nighthawk. A card like Soul Savage is pretty good in sealed. Usually, I haven't played this sealed, but it's a core set, and cards like these are often how you get back into the game or just get too far ahead. And this one is 5 mana for 5. I think it's okay. It's also common. It's pretty nice. 4 for 5. That has an upside. Let's see if that's good enough. Whenever you lose life, yep. And then so the black, uninspiringly enough, the black has no removal spells. We could have gotten a murder or something similar to that, but it's just it's just decent cards. Like there's nothing special in the black pool. There's the flyer here, but we don't really have any ways of gaining life except the Soul Bender and Blood Burglar. So let's see if that's where we want to go. So let's go to the red. Oh. It's a bit easier to build pools on the MTGO, but we'll work with what we have. Target creature +3/+2 until end turn. That's a nice stat for one. There was a brute force, I think it's called, where it's just a dying growth. I guess they wanted to try something else. Nice. Is this a reprint? It could be a reprint. It looks like something. Let's put it down. And a 2/2 with an upside for having Planeswalker. We do not. Goblin. This one is good if we have sack outlets. Usually sack outlets are in black, but we don't have any black sack outlets. There's a removal spell, an additional goblin. This is a good card. Goblin Ringleader. We only have 2 goblins, so well, let's see. We have 1, 2, yep, 3 goblins. So let's not put in because there's not that many red cards. This is a nice card. The Cavalier, and then an Elemental. I'm not gonna put 2 down because I don't think we're gonna play 2 in any deck. So again, we have a bomb and we have 1 removal spell, and then I think this is pretty good. Enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 elemental tokens that gain haste, but it's 4 mana for 3, so it's probably not that good. I played against it in a synergistic deck, and in that deck it seemed pretty decent. But besides the Cavalier here, it seems kind of uninspiring. Like we have the Chandra's Outrage, which is a very nice core set card, and then this card is just when dies it deals X damage to each opponent. He's playing for their control away X number of lands in your graveyard. So the last ability doesn't really do that much, but the first and second are pretty insane. But the rest is not really that good. So let's go to green. Green with Sentinel, just a decent 2-drop. Rapid Bite, removal spell. What does this do? Whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield, you put that many. It's a nice card in a deck that's pretty focused. So let's put it down here. It's a bear, at least. And the cup, it makes a token. So you get 2, 3. You get a 2/2 and a no 1 that can block. So I don't know if it's good enough, but it could be. Gift of the Paradise. Like a good card if you want to splash. Pulse of Marasa, this is just a very good card, I think. It gives you back the best card in your graveyard, and you gain 6 life. for 3 mana. I think it's a regrowth with an upside. I like playing cards like these, especially in sealed. And this is also very good. It's a 2/4, so it's decent stats for 4 mana, and then it has an ability if the game drags out. So let's definitely put those two down. Leyline, I think 8 mana is a bit mana hungry, and we don't really utilize the ability, so let's wait with that one. This one is a 4/3 trample, good card, and a 5/4 trample that draws a card, and the elemental. And then we have a giant. Nice that it makes 2 wolves, but let's put it down. It's a very good card if it enters the battlefield. And then we have some, whenever creature you control dies, you gain a life and draw a card. It's an enchantment. It's pretty good against a removal heavy deck. And then we have the Death Touch lifelink, so it has what this one is missing to become a Nighthawk. That's nice. Whenever it enters the battlefield, just damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, so it's like Johnny Magic, Shadow Mage Infiltrator, just a bit different. Let's see, we have 1, 2 dual lands. That's anything. And this one is, it's okay, but it's not that nice. And we have, whenever Skynet attacks, cast a 1/1 white soldier token. That's a nice card. I wish it was common. And what do we have here? Then we have the Icon of Ancestry. We'll put it down here. We have the Axe, Pilla, add 1 mana of any color for 3 mana. That's a splasher as well. And then some randoms. Okay, so that's our pool. So I don't think, with the green, I think having a having the Cavalier, where did it go? Is it up here? Having the Cavalier and the Shanda's Outrage, I think we are more inclined to play red than we are to play at playing white. But I think at the moment the green seems like the strongest color. Then it seems like it's either blue, black, or red, and then white if we don't count the removals. But I think having both the Pilla and the Gift of Paradise, I think we are able to put in a pacifism if we are lacking some removal. So let's take out the white cards. I don't think we're going to play those. Then let's take out the red cards to see if we can build a pool with... so first of all, I think I want to start with building a green-blue deck. Let's remove all these. Like this, yeah, let's just remove them. Oh, I have to put them up again. Oh, Jesus. I'm not really that accustomed to playing on a sealed on this client. I want to move around my cards a bit more than what I'm able to here. So I want this to put on the 7-drop. Yep. So this one here, this one here, this one here, these two. Okay. So this is 25 cards without anything else. I think we only have Sleep Paralysis and Rapid Bite as removal spells. It's not the worst, since we have a Bone Trash if we draw it late. But it's also... it can come a bit in handy if you have more removal spells. But playing green, we can splash one of the removal spells. And I think... let's see what we have here. Elf, Elemental, Wolf, Elemental, Elf, Crab, Ape, Elemental, Druid, Human. So there isn't really any like this won't really be that good in the deck. It can get some elves since we have 4, but I don't know if it's good enough. Look at the top 3 cards. Choose type among them, put into rest. Nah, we will never hit if we, and because we don't have any that overlaps, like with a scout, or this is a druid, this is a rogue, this is a shaman, and just straight up octopus. And the elves are all elf scouts. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna play this, but I do like the Pilla since it ramps up to our 7-drops and helps getting to the 5 green mana symbols. Then I think I want to play the Axe. I really like cards like these. So then we need to remove a card. Let's see how many creatures we have. We have 17 creatures and 10 non-creatures. So in a deck like this, I think we're not necessarily playing the gift unless we put in some removal spells. So this can serve as a removal spell as well. So maybe the crab, since we have a lot of bigger creatures, the crab has some diminishing returns. And then maybe we don't want to do this in a deck where we draw a lot of cards and have a lot of things to do all the time. Maybe this is just a bit too cute because we put ourselves in a spot where we can get 2 for 1, so it might just be not good enough. Maybe it's crazy. Maybe it turns out that this is one of the extremely good cards. But it seems like there's a lot of removal spells, though the removal spells are like Pacifism and Eternal Isolation. So I don't know. Oh, it isn't called Pillar Pellet, it's called Scuttlemoth. Yeah. Just put this one here. So I think that this is an insane card. These are pretty good. This is good. Gift, Pulse. I kind of don't want to remove any of the cards in the deck right now. 5, 6. But we need to. Like, this isn't really that good, but it has a minor upside with the Pop and with the Giant. But else, it isn't really that good. But it's a 2-drop, so it's just to fill up the curve so that we have something to do and being able to block. I don't think we can cut any of these. We can cut the removals. We can cut the Gift of Paradise, but maybe it's better than the Scuttlemoth. I actually don't know. With the axe, I don't think. So if we don't splash, we take out the Paradise. Then we need one more card to cut. Maybe a 4-drop, maybe an Octopus. So if we cut one Octopus, it's worse than the other 4-drops. We could also cut a 3-drop. Let's just put the curve correct. We could cut an additional 3-drop, but I don't think. Maybe the Cup, but the Cup is also pretty good with the Axe and with the Woodland. Yeah, so if we would play something else, we will play red. Then we'll get a Chandra's Outrage. Then we'll definitely play, so we'll get some 2-drops, Chandra's Outrage, and a Cavalier. But I think drawing some cards is better, and the green, I think we core green, and then the blue fits pretty well with this strategy. Then the question is if we should do green 4 colors instead of this 2-color deck, because we have the Lich, we have a Moldavine. It's probably not that good. We have the Lich, we have the Cavalier. It's hard to splash though. We have the Chandra's Outrage, also hard to splash. Then we have these two, but I guess we can sideboard our way through a thing like that. Then if we should play the black, we'll lose the Rapid Bite. And we'll get some creatures that's on the 3-drop, so we got this and this, but we have no way of gaining life except from the Gift of Paradise. But then we'll be able to maybe play something else. I don't think that's worth it. So even though this is a bit removal lacking, I think I'm gonna trying to go with this build. So let's just add some lands. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 blue sources, or blue cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. So since we have double green, 5 greens, and double green, and everything is the same pretty much on the 2 and 3-drop, then it's only the double blue and the Bone Trash, which makes it a bit hard to cast. But I think we're gonna go with 9 green and 8 blue. Since this is the same, this is the same. On this, it's kind of the same. There's one more, but there's a bone to ash, which is double, but then the double, 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 and the 5. So I think it's just more important to have the green. So let's go with this. And let's play our first round. So this is also a short preparation for GP Krakow. Me, Thomas Enevoldsen, and Christopher Larsen are all going to GP Krakow, and hopefully we will emerge victorious. Christopher went on to the finals last time. Thomas went 12-3, and I scrubbed out. So maybe we can do the reverse, where Thomas also, or where Christopher also does well, instead of scrubbing out as I did. So let's do a what's it called? Let's do a mirror of what happened in GP Copenhagen, and put me, Thomas, and Christopher in top 8 maybe. So we have a hand, and this hand is pretty good. So let's keep this. We have a 2-drop, we have a 3-drop, we have a 4-drop, and a removal spell, and our colors. So we couldn't really ask for more here. And here we got to our one of our bombs. And a troll. Okay, so let's cast this and draw a card. This is a pretty good card. No attacks. It's just 3 mana, 2/1, draw a card. It's just like Divination, because you get a card here and draw a card, whereas Divination doesn't give you the card on the battlefield. So this is, on the other hand, a pretty good card against the Clubkin. Yep, that sucks. We did get to draw a card though. And here I'm gonna play the Octopus, Cry 2. So I think we want, I guess we want 1 land, and then we can anticipate. Yeah, let's do it like this. So this card is also a pretty good card. 3/3 for 2, and then you can remove to get it, to give it hexproof. So it's a nice card with the enchantments or the auras, and it's nice with that you're able to attack with it, and then if people trade, you can pump it, and then if they have a removal spell, you can just give it hexproof. It's a nice what do you say? People who invented the card came up with a nice card. Okay. So let's see, does it shoot a player or just a creature? It just shoots a creature, okay. Let's try and fire this one off, see if we can get a 3-drop here. So there's the Clubkin, which is kind of bad on the board. So let's do the Winged Words and fire it off. And I think they're gonna equip the axe on the Bartkin and just... Nope, they're not. Okay. Then they're probably gonna play a creature. So what does this do? Netcaster Spider. Whenever it blocks a creature flying... Oh, maybe this is a reprint. It seems like something I've seen before. Okay, so let's try and play this and see if they stay back or if they equip the axe here. So I'm not gonna attack. If they do equip the axe, I am gonna feel necessary to block with the Woodland Champion. Hopefully they'll tap out so we can kill. If we're a bit unlucky, they have an additional Rapid Bite, and then they can equip and shoot the Wakerit. Let's hope that doesn't happen. And if it happens, I hope we draw a so let's see here. So I actually said that I maybe wanted to just block with this one, but I do think that if we draw land, there's an upside, and going down to 6 is probably not the worst against green-blue. So I might just take the damage, yeah. Let's just take the damage. If we get to draw land, we can play the Howling Giant and attack for 5. And if we don't, we can do, yeah, something else. Okay, so I do think that we want to just fire this one off here. Target creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature in dual control. So they're probably gonna give it hexproof here. Target creature gets -4, -0 until end of turn you draw a card. Okay, that's annoying. Then the fight is kind of irrelevant. I am not gonna attack then. Yep. Pass. So now they got to 6 mana. They get to shoot a creature, so they probably should shoot. Okay. Yeah, resolve. So let's see if we can give this one minus. So they can give it hexproof. Okay. Well, I think I need to block here. I can't really go to 1. Okay, so let's play the Howling Giant and see what happens. It resolved. Okay, that's nice. Then we get 2 wolf tokens, and then I think we need to attack here. Because we are not going to trade this for the Barker Troll. I'm a bit curious to why they didn't equip this one to the Net Spider, but they might have a reason. So the dream scenario is if they play something for 7, like play a land, play a 7-drop, and then we can just take it with our Agent of Treachery. Okay, they're in the tank, so they probably don't have anything. I guess if you're in the tank, you either have nothing, or you have like the nuts. So you just need to. Am I really killing the person if I play this? So what does this do? When double the number of counters, fights. Okay, nice. Well, we were lucky since we get to take the. And then I think we just want to attack here. Yeah, okay. So. Oh, I thought it was best of 3. Do the. Little did I know. Okay, so maybe we should look at the deck again. I think it's fine. Okay, it's only best of 1. Oh, jeez. Well, then the games are faster, so that's pretty neat. So to those of you who doesn't know, there is a GP in Krakow on the 15th of July. So this time the GP won't give out any pro points, but I still think a lot of players are playing for the Pro Tour invite. I am, however, already qualified for the Pro Tour, which is Modern Horizon Draft and Modern, which is gonna run off on the 25th of July, I think. And I have been playing a lot of Modern because new cards from both the Spark and Modern Horizon, also the Mulligan rule, has really like it hasn't changed like groundbreaking changes, but it has changed the meta. And some new cards in some different decks, and some decks have become more powerful, and some decks have become more less powerful. So it's interesting to see where the format lands. So I've been playing a lot of that, and I'm really looking forward to giving everyone an article with the most recent Modern strategy that I think is worthwhile. So the hand here is a Winged Words, so Divination, a Scuttlemod, and a Wake Root. So I don't think, even though our opponent goes first, we have 4 lands, we have Divination. I think this is just a decent card. A generic decent card, decent hand. I wonder, however, if, because it's best of 1, it still does the fixed opener shenanigans. I don't know if that's a thing in sealed. Okay, what does this do? Let's just play a land. So this is whenever an activated loyalty ability of a gender player, you pay 1 if you do. Oh, this is a nice card. Okay, so it's like kind of a Mirari's Wake, I guess. And then you have a looting with a mountain or red card. This is a nice card. I hope this gets to see some play. And this is a Minotaur, so whenever you discard a card, Glint Horn Buccaneer deals 1 damage to each opponent. Oh, that's nice. Random synergy. Discard a card. Oh, it has discard itself. Draw a card, activate. Alright. Yes, so let's play the Scuttlemutt and hope that it survives. This is also a pretty nice card. It's a funny plus 10% on loose flying. Equivate. That's pretty neat. Oh, just because this is 2 cards, this is only 1 card. Nice. Well, we get to ramp into our gorilla here, so. But discarding this one, it seems like they have a removal spell or like a really massive bomb. Create 2 treasure. Oh yeah. Yeah, so this card is a pretty good card. I think we're a bit lucky here that we that we have a Pulsar Marasa, because I think something is gonna die at some point, and we're definitely gonna need the life swing. It's a nice game where you never get to play the divination because you just have bombs on top of bombs. So this one doesn't die to, yeah, this is just such a, I played against this in on MTGO. This is just such an insane card. When Moth of Flames attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target and 3 to each up to 2 other targets. Okay, so it kills this one at the moment. It kills the Scuttlemutt. And that's about it. If it weren't enough. Okay, so I guess we can draw a what's it called? Rapid Bite. So we get to kill it next turn. But not this turn, which sucks. Okay, let's attack with the, since it just dies anyways. Okay, so they're gonna kill this one, so I can as well. So if I play this, it deals 3 damage to this one and this one, if not me. So 4-3-3 would be like the best. What they might just kill us. So I could also just. Ooh, this is hard. Can I not undo? Okay, I can. So if I want to do the Marauder X. No, I don't want to do that. I think if I do the Marauder X and just equip, then I might be able to kill next turn, maybe. But if I play this one, maybe I should play this, yeah. You cannot. This makes them want to shoot me for 4, this for 3, and this for 3, maybe? I don't know if this is correct. Like, I'm dead in 2 turns, I think. So I kind of want them to kill the silverback and the 2 creatures. So I only take 10. Then I get to play the axe, equip the axe. Oh, they might have a removal spell for this one. Yeah, okay. Then I'm doomed anyways. Yeah, 10 damage. What does it do? It deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each up to. I don't think I understand the card. So I think I'm just dead here, right? I guess I can go to 11, but then they kill us. When it deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each up to. Yeah, so even though if I pull to Marasa, I still just die to that. Yeah, so let's concede. Yeah, this one has my number. Oh, they had a cat. I never saw the cat. Jesus. Okay, 1 loss. I think it's fine. We still got it. We still got it. Okay, so we are on the play. We have a 2-drop, we have a 3-drop, we have a 4-drop. It's a keep. I'm a simple person. I see a 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, and 3 lands. Keep. So it seems like they mulliganed, but so the new mulligan must be part of MTGO as well. So that's pretty neat. I don't know why it shouldn't be, because it should be implemented with M20. So I don't know why I'm surprised. So the ferry. Or they have a ferry as well. Let's play this one. You cannot eat. The nice thing is they kind of like check each other. So can they have removal spell? You have to pay for more than 4, but I think getting rid of it now is probably okay. So I guess I should. I guess I can play this and equip instead of playing into the counterspell. Yeah, let's try and do that if they do have a counterspell. They did mulligan though, but not playing anything on 3 is a bit weird. Let's put on this one, Metropolis Sprite, and go to town. This is not the strongest play, but it makes them, if they want to block, they can block here. Then they take 3, and then next turn we have 3 damage as well. Or if they want to kill. Okay. Seems like a waste of an unsummon against the green deck, but I'm not the one playing. Yep. So I can play this. Then if it gets removed, it kind of sucks. I can play the Scuttlemutt and the Sprite, which makes the Scuttlemutt able to block, and if they want to remove the Scuttlemutt to actually be able to keep on drawing with the Thief, then I guess it's fine. Yep. Okay, so they didn't. Maybe they have the Grave Robber in, because it is a black deck. So let's see what they do here. GWAPs 78. Maybe they are from 78, so they're 9 years older than me. I'm an old man. But then they're 41 if they're from 78. It's pretty old. Pretty nice. Gravedigger. What did I say? Grave Robber. Then they're getting back the Thief. Maybe the Sprite because they're afraid of our Sprite. I think that seems a bit. Personally, I would have taken the Thief and just starting to grind. So let's see. We can actually do both because it's one cheaper. So that's nice. Let's do this. Play around whatever spell they might have. Okay, so is this trample when it like pulsates, or why did it? Okay, and the crab. And the crab. So here I can just play the Wake Root Elemental. Or, yeah, that's not really an or. I could equip this one here, or this one here and just jam. But I think it's better to just play the Elemental. Especially when they have 2 cards in hand, so... And now, oh yeah, it gets trample as well, because of the Elemental Rhino. That's pretty neat. Oh, I need to see if it pulsates. So the hovering is... Okay, they have some pretty good cards as well. I don't understand still why they did the unsummon, but... Let's see how many life. So this one is create 2. Choose target artifact you control each. Okay, nice. Portal, return to card. Yeah, and it's links. So they gain 1 life. It's land cards, right? Or each creature card. Okay. I guess I'm fine with this trade. Yeah, let's do this. Since they get to use the mana here. Yeah. So putting this on. Is it better than to just activate? That might be a good question. I could also just pulse for a flyer, but I guess that's not the coolest. I guess I could also just put this one on the crab and jam for 9, and the next turn I can, if I don't draw anything, I can make an elemental. I guess into the battle with tab enchanted creature. Yeah, so I think I want to do that. And put this one on the rhino. And go to town. So in this spot, their unsummon would be pretty nice. So they might have 1 additional unsummon, yeah. And also the cards pulsate when they have tremble. That's pretty neat. So they could have used the unsummon, but if they have 2, I can see why they wouldn't fire it off at first. So this is not like, this is more of a tempo play for those who are here that doesn't really play that much. Putting the sleep paralysis on a fortress crab when we're not behind is kind of a weird thing to do because it doesn't do anything. But the thing is, it kind of incentivizes them to block with 2 creatures here and giving us the Wake Root Elemental as the only card. Because taking 11 damage and having the ability to make a 5/5 and coming for 16 damage next turn will just be massive for us. So I think they needed to block there. And then this will just block forever if we don't put it away now. So doing this, we kind of like, we erase some of the creatures that are on the board, and we get a little bit of hit. So I like doing the tempo play here. This is pretty neat with Befuddle. It does. Oh, it has Death Touch, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, then I shouldn't have done that. Okay, let's take up. Then the downside here was they got two different converted mana costs in the grave. Oh, they already have 1. What does it do? Oh, I actually thought that it only checked for the black. But it doesn't. I can see that now. That's nice. Well, I guess it's a go. Why does it? Oh, because it doesn't untap, then it pulsates red. That's also neat. See what they do here. Just attack with the sprite. And pop it. That's nice. And then they're gonna pass the turn. So I'm gonna play the pulse for the Cloudkins here. See if they have the counterspell here. They didn't have for that one at least. They could have the Bone Trash as well. Okay, so if they had something that could remove the Wake Root, why wouldn't they just play it last turn and just attack for 8? That's a good question, because they want to block here. But I didn't attack, so they're just staying home. So I don't think they have a removal spell, so I'm just gonna try and fire this one off. They can have a bounce spell, but I don't know. I think I would have attacked with both. Okay, they can have a befuddle. That's the second time we get befuddled. Go away. So they're going to attack with a... Okay. Not a Vampire Nighthawk. So they can equip, and then they have 5 damage on the board without pumping. That's nice. But little do they know. Okay, so they're tapped out, so I think I'm gonna go with the agent here. Instead of attacking and befuddle. It is a nice card. And then I'm just gonna say go. This card is insane. And then I think if we draw a land, this doesn't untap. Oh, it actually does untap. So we have... Okay, so do they have a mass removal? I don't even know if that exists. Or they have like something that has Death Touch. Okay, so a decent card to play. So I would take back the Frost Links, I think, if I were them. Oh yeah, okay. So they have the ultimate grind. That's pretty sweet. It's like the dream. So they have 2 Gravediggers, and they took back a Frostlings. Okay, so I am gonna... Am I actually gonna do that? I think maybe I actually just want to Bone Ash. I think that might be just a better... So if I do like this, this doesn't give it back. When it enters the battlefield, bring your end step if you control. No. Okay, so they have to block with the one on the Wake Root. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is just a way better play instead of making the Elemental. The Elemental would just kill the Gravedigger. Good game. But having the Bone Trash, it also takes away the Frostlings, which is kind of a way they can get back into the game. So 2-1. I love gold. we go first, but we only have 2 lands, but we do have a Metropolis Sprite, we have a good 3-drop and a removal spell, so I think it's a keep. And this is only humane. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they didn't million. Okay, so let's do the skip. And we're lucky enough to actually draw. So we don't really have any reason to play the Scuttlemutt since we don't have the land to play the 5-drop, and we only have 1 5-drop in the Gorilla. So we can easily just play this, and it will be an evasion creature, and we'll get to our land drop instead of. So I think this is a nice, even though it gives us it ramps us. This is a pretty sweet card. So we can't attack when this is on the battlefield. So the question is if we should sleep paralysis it, or if we should just say it's fine and play the Brightwood. It's a shitty card to sleep paralysis. That is for sure. So what should we do? If we play the Brightwood Tracker, it doesn't really do much, but it blocks. If we play the Scuttlemutt, we get to play 2 spells next turn if we want to do that, but we don't use our mana perfectly this turn. Befuddle is not a thing, and Rapid Bite is not a thing. So it's between these 3. And if they play flyers, it's nicer to just not do anything about this, even though it's... But if they don't play a flyer next turn, we're gonna use the timeout. If they don't play a flyer next turn, we get to attack for 3, and then we attack for 3 more, so they go to 16, 13. So it might be... And they're playing blue-white, so they don't have that many big creatures, unless if they play... So this is a pretty random play, but I'm gonna try and go with the sleep paralysis. So let's hope there's not a flyer here. There was. Okay, even one of the good ones. But I guess we can actually befuddle this one instead of rapid biting it and get to draw an additional card. Yeah, so let's try and do that. So this kind of tells that we have a befuddle and they don't block, and then we get to play a Scuttlemutt here. Other elements deals 2 damage to any target. Oh, okay. Yep. It's okay. See if they want to attack here. They did not. Okay. Then I think we're just gonna maybe play. If you play the woodland, yeah, I think we want to do this. Resolve, and then rapid bite the woodland on the. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. This one. Okay, so you just have to press OK. Just like super afraid. And then we get to next to combat, next to attackers, attack and attack. So we get to kill the. So this was a pretty good turn. Let's just attack with all of them then. Yep. And then play a... I'm just playing cards into potential mass removal, so it's not... I don't even know if there's a mass removal. I probably should check up on that. So what does this do? You may pay 1 and tap 4 untap creatures. Other creatures... Oh, this is a good card. Okay. This is a nice card. You may pay 1 and tap 4 untap creatures you control rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Okay. So this is probably pretty good with Battle Screech. So it's a 7/7 lifelink. Okay, go. This is crazy. Yeah, so stupid us that we used the sleep paralysis earlier. So now we are just dead, I think. We can do the... But I don't think that will put us anywhere because we don't have any way of dealing with this. So it's just game over. Good game. Sephara. This is a nice card. 2/2. Not the best, and not the worst. That was a fly. Okay, so I don't know if you guys or everyone noticed that there was an announcement the other day about the Pauper League. So not only do I play in the TMSL, the Team Modern Super League, hosted by Athena Fröhlich and Rennie Bueller, and sponsored by Mage Market, but I also got invited to the Pauper Premier League, I think it's called. It starts on July the 11th, and it's with me and Andreas Peterson in the first group stage. So I'm brewing up a sweet deck, and hopefully I can do well in the first group stage. It's gonna run for the next 8 weeks, I think, and there's gonna be some sweet Pauper action. It's definitely worth checking out. I love Pauper. I play it regularly, and yeah, with the new bannings and with the new cards, it's just been amazing. So check that out, and let's see if we can win this game. So this hand is, again, is just a decent with divination, so it's nowhere near being able to mulligan. Or there's no reason to mulligan. We're playing against the Combo Master. So hopefully they don't have any combo. They can have a combo with Sanitarian Skeleton and here we go. Go away. So why would they attack here? Maybe they have a removal spell, but if they have a removal spell for this one, I think it's fine. Maybe there's a card, like, I'm just gonna run into if they have a card, okay. So this is a bit random that they just fire this one off straight away, but I'm not the one playing on their side of the table. So they might attack again and then have an additional. So oh, this is a Master Splicer. I think this is a card that also were in New Phyrexia. It's nice. It's a nice card. I think I want to play the... I guess if I play this, it doesn't really do much. So I can just say go, maybe. And then counter if they have a creature spell. And if not, I can do the divination. I think I like that more. Oh, anticipate, sorry, not the divination. Yeah, so let's take these 4 damage. Yeah. The Master Splice also has like the friction head, so it's definitely a friction card. Yeah, and let's counter that one. The Griffin. Draw card. My turn. So here we can play this one. And then we actually get to play this one for 2, but only drawing lands. The upside is we did draw a Marauder's Axe, so we have some game against the 4/4, so that we don't have to trade 2 creatures. Could have double blocked here, but I think it's fine to go to 11. Okay. This is pretty good if you shoot direct damage, but it's a weird card in a deck like this, I think. So let's play this and say go, I think. I don't think they have any pump spells because they would have attacked with both the Splicer and the Sanitarian Skeleton. So I think they're just gonna attack here. Oh, it has flying? Okay, that's nice. So I'm just gonna dual block here and see if they want to trade. Yep. That's a nice card. Chandra's Spitfire. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna fire off the Anticipate. And take an additional clock in maybe? Yeah. So let's do this. The clock in. And play the land, play this. And equip it on the clock in. So at this point we need them to also draw some lands, and we need to trade off some cards so that they can't just attack us with everything. So this is not perfect. Since we are gonna take 3 damage here, go down to 7 if they don't have anything. Yeah, so this sucks. So we're gonna take 1 more. Rapid Bite, that's a good card. So we get to do the Sleep Paralysis on the Bloodthirst. Then we get to equip the Scuttlebutt, and then we get to shoot the Phoenix. I guess it might have been better to just shoot the Bloodthirst instead of the Phoenix. And a Gorilla, so that's pretty nice. Let's put the axe on the Gorilla. So I think, oh, this one, yeah, okay, so it's resembling skeletons, I think. Oh, what does this do? Put a loyalty count on each red planeswalker, create 2 elemental tokens, gain haste, sacrifice them. Because we'd convert my hands 3 or less from your graveyard. If that card would be put into your graveyard, this turn exiled instead. Okay, so they have a Bone Splinters, that's pretty annoying. Yep. And then they're probably gonna fire it off on the... Yep. Yes. So we're kind of in a rough spot here, because they can, if they yeah, okay. So they can actually just maybe even kill us next turn. So these 2 get haste, yep. And then Next turn they have lethal. Okay, so that's a pretty neat draw. So if I cast this one, or if I take control of this one, I can cast a card in my graveyard for free. It could be a rapid bite. So I actually get rid of both this and the Phoenix. So I think it might be pretty good. I can do that, right? Yep. If I do, I could also just take the Phoenix. If I attack with this one on the Chandra, I don't think they're gonna block with the Phoenix. They're just gonna block with the Sanitarian Skeleton. But then I don't get rid of the Chandra's Acolyte. But I can kill it with next turn and take 1 damage. But if I do this, I get to kill. Yeah, I think I attack here. Like this. Yeah. And then play this. Take the Chandra. This one. Kill this one. And end of turn. It's nice. I guess it's correct to put it on here if they have like a 4-power haster. Yeah, that was a greedy attack. Okay, it was nice. It was a nice run. Unfortunately, no, it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted to. But I think the deck overall was pretty good. Let's see what we open here. 3 packs. Yeah, I think maybe it was a bit too greedy to attack in the last turn. Oh, Temple of Mystery, yeah. Oh, this is a nice picture. And the last card, Temple of Epiphany. So this is nice. It's some of the rares that you're definitely gonna play. So it's nice to get them early. And then I think as the last thing before oh, what is this? Mastery? I guess I have to see what the mastery does. I'm silver tier, but I already have the qualification. So, yep. Well, that was it. Unfortunately, we didn't do the 7-3 or 7-2. We went a good 2 and 3, which kind of sucks. I think in the last game there was a misplay. We lost one to the dragon, and then I think we probably shouldn't have played the sleep paralysis on the 2-3 because it put us dead to the angel. So that's something I'll consider in the future. So that's a good thing to learn early on, that there are some major bombs that you need to deal with. So if you don't have one removal spell, do it later, instead of trying to tempo people out when you actually have a pretty good hand. So as I said, that's it. I will upload 2 articles with some modern content. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and then I will fire off a
some pauper content as well as of next, and help me and my fellow Danish team members out by going to our sponsor, Mage Market, Ultimate Guard, and MTG Mint Card, both for cards, sleeves, an app to scan for some scanning software, and just the new stock market to avoid some of the fakes that are running around. So definitely check out those three. And if you meet me in Krakow, please come say hi, and I would really appreciate it. And I can maybe look at your pool or whatever you would like. I'll be there on Friday, and I'll go home on Monday. So until then, I'm looking forward to stream. I'll maybe stream in the very near future, and then I'll be testing for Pro Tour Barcelona or MC Mythic Championship Barcelona. So bye bye, and have a good one.